Now, back when our country was very young, John Wesley said, there's a job to be done. Young Francis Asbury said, send me.
For more than 30 years, Clayride has been a source of wisdom and wonder for confirmation classes and members of the United Methodist Church.
I wrote it with kind of a touch of humor to it.
And all the ministers went on a circuit ride.
Because if you were to do it like a history lesson, you would bore them to death in 3.5 minutes.
Singer-songwriter and United Methodist Gene Cotton wrote the soundtrack.
So I had to write the song to the claymation. Things didn't happen like in sync with the beat or something. And that's why there's so many odd bars in it. There are 5/4 bars and, it's crazy.
Well, there were 3 different groups in those early days, and they were going their own separate ways.
Clayride was produced for the church's bicentennial in 1984, using a medium popular at the time, claymation.
When somebody yelled, California gold!
Come and get it.
All I remember is they left me alone to do whatever I wanted to do, and that's what I loved about it.
Greg Kilmaster went on to develop creatures for Star Wars and Pirates of the Caribbean. But in 1984, the young artist found himself working day and night for weeks, alone in a studio, crafting figures and scenes out of clay and pipe cleaners.
The majority of it is filmed backwards. I was having trouble with the clay, so I went away for like 30 minutes and left the lights on, and I remember a couple of the characters were completely melted. It was so hard. I mean, when I think back on it, it was like, I'm not saying it wasn't fun. That was the challenge, was that it was super fun doing it, and I hadn't done that much clay animation. So a lot of it was experimental for me. I remember thinking a couple times, why am I doing this? It's so hard.
My favorite part is probably at the end when it says, we still have our fussing and fighting and fits, but we're all still called United Methodist.
Now, ain't that something?
And that is something. Every time I watch that video, I learn something new from it.
This video was brought to you by the people of the United Methodist Church through World Service donations.